The other kids would call me Afro Joe. It was the worst. My mom had never dealt with styling hair like mine. It snapped elastic bands, broke banana clips, and well, no hairbrush could even run through it. My dad didn't have any bright ideas. He picked his hair out with a fork. So, in order for my mom to deal, she cut my hair short. And of course, it didn't lay flat. Hence, the afro. The more my hair grew, the bigger it became. The other kids said I looked like Don King. The boys would pass by my desk and push my hair down. Boof! They would yell when it inevitably sprung up. One time on the playground, this older girl, April, challenged me to a face-off. It's a wig. No, it's not. Try to pull it off. Ow! See? You can't. What could she say to that? Inside, I could feel my energy building. The jump rope had stopped twirling. Everyone was watching, and I was winning. Then she said to me with her pimpled, pasty, scrunched up face, I can't pull it off because it's stuck on. You just stuck it on with glue. It was the ultimate comeback. How could I prove she was lying? I couldn't. I wished it had been true, and hiding under my untamed frizzy fro was long, straight, blonde hair flowing down my back. Everyone laughed. After school in the minivan, I told my mom what had happened. She's just jealous of your hair, Sarah. It's beautiful. But I was suspicious of this reasoning. It wasn't true. April wasn't jealous. And I hated my hair. Everyone else hated my hair too, even the grown-ups. I found that out the hard way later that year when I was a cheerleader for our basketball team. We were called the Shooters. One time, at a very special game, one of the cheerleading moms brought these beautiful white bows for us all to wear in our hair. One by one, she went around putting the bows in the girls' hair. Even Melissa, the black girl, got one. Then she got to me. I ain't gonna be able to put a bow in your hair. What do you mean? Just put it in. I don't know what to do with your kind of hair. Missy, come over here and help me out a second. The other cheerleading mom comes over. Neither of them can figure it out. So we all go out there, everyone pretty in their bows, the Vaseline gleaming on their teeth. Not me. I was sad. I didn't get a bow because I was different. Again. The other kids were always asking me, why do you look so weird? Why is your hair like that? What are you? I didn't say anything. I didn't know how to answer, even though I knew the reason why I was so different. Because of my dad. It was his fault I was different. It was his fault I was picked on. It was his fault my hair was this freakish mass of black frizz. I wanted to be the same as everyone else. I wanted to fit in. And it was then I made the decision that I wanted, needed, deserved to be white. I knew I could pull it off. My skin was light, if not lighter at times than the white kid's skin. So when kids would ask me, what are you? I said I was white. Just look at my skin. There was no denying that. And since my mom, who was white, picked me up from school and volunteered in my class, and no one ever really saw my dad, I knew I could pass for my true race. But in order to secure my whiteness long term, I knew what had to be done. I had to get rid of my dad. Because if anyone ever saw him, the jig would be up. It was then I began to devise a plan to get my parents divorced. Mom. Please get a divorce. Please. I can't live like this. The kids are always asking me, what are you? What am I supposed to say? Just say you're Sarah Donahue. The direct approach wasn't working. So instead, I would subtly try to separate them. I would redecorate their room. I would move around the furniture, vacuum, and most importantly, pull the twin beds they had put together as one apart. Then I would surprise them. Wow, hey, Sarah, what a good job. I would smile. Sarah, you sly dog. But then a couple hours later, when I went back up to check on the room, the beds were pushed back together again. We left the drawers in the same place, Sarah. However did you manage to move them? Even though I didn't give up on the divorce idea, I knew something had to happen in the meantime. Even as young as I was, I knew it would take a while for the divorce to go through. So I came up with Plan B. Tell everyone I'm adopted. I was doing a good job at convincing everyone I was white. And then one Monday, Dad picked me up from school, blowing my cover. On Tuesday, this girl, Christy, accused me of being black. I'm adopted. Save. I'm asking your mommy after school. As soon as school let out, I ran to the minivan where my mom was waiting. Mom, you've got to tell these girls coming. I'm adopted. What? No, Sarah. Mom, please, you got to tell them I'm adopted. Oh, all right. 3 girls come up to the minivan. Is Sarah adopted? No, she's not. The girls laugh and triumphantly run away. I crunch up and sink in the back of the minivan. How could Mom not realize how important this was? Why did you guys have me? Didn't you think about me when you had me? What I was going to go through? No one is white and black. Didn't you think about all the problems I would have? No. We didn't. We just wanted to have children. And you have the most beautiful skin, Sarah. Women go to tanning beds all the time and spend so much money on perms just to look like you. But I wasn't buying it. No one wanted to look like me. Plan C, change name. I handed in my spelling test. In the name place, I wrote Stephanie Green. In parentheses, I put, this is Sarah Donahue. Stephanie Green is my new name. Ha! Perfect. Yep, this would be the first day of my new white life. I always wanted to be called Stephanie Green. It was the perfect white name. Not like Donahue. Okay, in retrospect, I realized that Donahue is like the whitest Irish name you can have. But give me a break, people. I was young. All I knew was it was my dad's last name. After I handed in my spelling test, I went back to the desk to read a chapter in silence as our teacher, Mrs. Shea, graded the papers. A few moments later, out of the silence, I hear, "Who's Stephanie Green?" Good. Didn't she read in the parentheses? I'm Stephanie Green. It's my new name. Sarah, is that legal? Damn you and your adult terms and your grown-up state of mind. No, it's not legal. Well, Sarah, unless I get a note from your parents, I'm afraid I can't call you by another name. Okay. I became one with the desk. All around me, I heard laughter and whispers of, Stephanie,